Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Peace, love, and blessings and comfort wherever you guys are in this world. I hope you and your family, your loved ones, your friends, whoever, hope that you all are staying well, you're staying home, and really trying to decrease the spread of this COVID-19. I wish you love and light, happiness, joy, and true celebration of yourself and stillness during these really, to me, I feel like they're really nice times of awareness. Okay, moving on. That's not why we're here. I'm here really quick because I wanted to share with you guys an amazing stew that I made. Not really planning to, but sometimes I'll just randomly just record. Um, this is like, I think I've mentioned in several of my videos that we're not shopping a lot. If we can avoid having to be around people or just, be out in general, then we will. But so in order for me to actually have to shop, there has to be like we've pretty much, you know, eaten everything in the house. So and I think I've mentioned before that, not shopping a lot is making me, a lot more creative in the kitchen. So, what I did was whatever was left over in the kitchen that I just had odds and ends of, um, I cooked it. I chopped it, I sauteed it, I cooked it, and I made it in this stew. This is the everything but the kitchen sink quinoa stew. It is amazing. It was so good. Um, yeah, and I am so blessed to just be in this space of creativity and flexibility because I'm not so sure that I would have ever actually made this specific dish. No, but it was pretty awesome. I just gathered a couple of veggies that I had, in the fridge that needed to be cooked. And it was actually probably all the veggies that was left. And then I cooked them. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you guys try it or have your own variation of it. And stay well. All right. See you guys soon. Let's get into it. Quarantine edition. Everything but the kitchen sink. Vegan quinoa stew. Peace and love. Yes, family. Look what I did. It was so good. All right, I'm going to dive right in. If you don't have what I have on hand, grab whatever you do have in your refrigerator that needs to be cooked. We've got to cook up these veggies. Don't buy veggies and let them go get bad. Please don't. All right. I have a nice, maybe like 3 heaping tablespoons of coconut oil. That's what I have in this pot. Coconut oil, and going clockwise, I've added my red onions. Those whites are daikon radish. Then I have celery. I have a bunch of butternut squash. In the middle, those are carrots. Right above that, it's some green peppers. I gave it a mix and added a nice dollop of the Better Than Bouillon organic vegetarian. That was all that I had left. It was probably about a tablespoon worth, and I just gave it a mix. To that, I'm adding a cup of quinoa. There you go. And the reason why I'm doing it this way is because I want the quinoa to kind of start roasting or getting flavored with those veggies. I also I had one Roma tomato. I cut that up and I added that to the mix. Okay, so in my NutriBullet, I have some tomatoes, I have a quartered onion. That little yellow thing, that's a tomato. It's a cherry tomato. I had like different colors of them. I also have some ginger down there, some agave, some smoked chipotle pepper seasoning, and I'm gonna blend that up. But I want you guys to see this. Okay. Now I'm adding some cooked lentils. I want to say it's about a little over a cup of cooked lentils. I'm going to give all that a mix and just let it do its thing. prior to me adding the water to it. But I wanted to also let you guys know that what I did do this week was, for meal prepping, I cooked 2 cups of lentils, dry lentils, and I've just been keeping the cooked lentils, just plain lentils cooked. I've been keeping them in the refrigerator and doing different things with them. Here I'm pouring in that tomato mixture that I made. Remember, tomatoes, onions, ginger. Oh, a garlic clove was in there, some agave, and you can add some paprika, some sea salt, some pepper if you want to. Now I'm adding in the spring water. The thing with this is, I ended up adding, I can't really gauge. I wanted my stew to be a little soupy, primarily because quinoa has a tendency to absorb a lot of liquid. But if you overdo the liquid, it will be a lot more soupy. But I will tell you this though, once you put it into the refrigerator, the quinoa has a tendency to kind of act like a chia seed and just absorb all that delicious goodness that's in there. All right, now I'm gonna add, I had a half of a zucchini in the refrigerator that needed to be cooked. So I sliced that in half and then I chopped it. And I also had like 4 red Swiss chard leaves that were left over. And I just like totally just used my own hands and I just tore them apart, just tearing them. And that was it. There was no chopping involved with that. So now I'm just going to go ahead and mix all of that in. And let me remind you guys of something. Those last ingredients, like the zucchini and the greens, you don't want to overcook them. In fact, what I did at this point, I turned the heat off, not down, not simmer. I turned it off and I put in the zucchini and the red Swiss chard and I covered it. And this is what's popping, okay? I took some lime and squeezed it all over it. I topped it with some cilantro and some red pepper flakes. You cannot go wrong with this dish. You guys stay well. Be in love with yourselves and each other. Take care of each other.